Today I'm going to be sharing The Princess and the Frog. We have a little guest here, since there are going to be a lot of frogs in this story. Written by Veronica Bartels. Princess Cassandra should have been the happiest princess in the whole world. She had hundreds of dresses, thousands of books, and servants to bring her anything she wanted. There was only one thing she didn't have: a best friend. I want to pet that. So sorry. I want a pet that can be... Oh, sorry about that one too. I want a pet that matches my favorite green dress, she said. We'll swim and jump and play all day. And at night, he will sit on my pillow and sing to me. The royal pet handler searched for a perfect pet, but it wasn't easy. The mouse was too squeaky, the kitten refused to swim, the hippo wouldn't jump, and none of the animals were green. I need a pet that's just right, Cassandra said. So the royal pet handler searched mountains and valleys, rivers and streams until he discovered a little green frog with bumpy brown spots for the princess to love. He's perfect, Cassandra declared. The princess and the frog raced around the castle, jumped rope in the courtyard, and sampled sweets in the kitchen. After dinner, Cassandra tucked her new best friend into bed. Good night, Froggy, she kissed his bumpy green head. I know. Whoosh! The frog turned into a prince. He bowed and kissed Cassandra's hand. Thank you, princess. Let us be married at once. She laughed. Princes aren't pets. I want a frog. And she sent him to work for the royal pastry chef. Once again, the royal pet handler searched forests and mountains, ponds and lakes until he discovered a shiny green frog with soft, smooth skin for the princess to love. He's perfect, Cassandra declared. Leaped across the moat, gathered lilies from the pond, and visited horses in the stables. After dinner, Cassandra tucked his new best friend into bed. Good night, Froggy. She kissed his bumpy green head. Whoosh! The frog turned into a prince. He smoothed the wrinkles from his suit and smiled at himself in the mirror. The spell is broken. We can be married right away. Cassandra frowned. Princes aren't pets. I want a frog. And she sent him to work for the royal stable master. Word of Cassandra's search spread, and one by one, the people brought frogs to the palace. Big frogs, small frogs, fat frogs, thin frogs. But each turned into a prince when Cassandra kissed him good night. Soon she ran out of jobs for them. I don't need help, Cassandra said. I'll find the perfect frog myself. She searched the pond among lotus blossoms and lily pads until she discovered a great green frog with a bright blue belly. He's perfect, Cassandra declared. But the frog disappeared into the tall rushes on the bank. I love hide and seek. The princess explored every cranny and nook until she found him. Found the frog in a clump of cattails. She scooped him up and carried him home. After dinner, Cassandra tucked her new best friend into bed. But when she tried to kiss his head, he hopped away. The great green frog with the bright blue belly was the best hide and seek player ever. Each time Cassandra found him, he hid again. Finally, she caught him sleeping under her throne. There you are, Froggy. She scooped him up and hugged and up into a hug and kissed his great green head. Just finding my page. Whoosh! But I liked being a frog, the prince said. Princes aren't pets, Cassandra cried. But they were everywhere. Sprawled across the royal beds, using her dresses as tails for her for their kites, smudging sticky fingerprints on the best books in the library. There are a lot of princes here. I can have fun all by myself, the princess declared. So she sent the princes away. Cassandra played in the empty courtyard. And read books in the silent library. But even her favorite green dress didn't make her happy. And she still didn't have a friend. Little tea party. Then one day, Cassandra discovered a bedraggled little prince snuffling in the garden. I have nowhere to go, he said. Princess Cassandra sighed. You can't stay here. Princes aren't pets. I don't want to be a prince, he sat on the steps and sobbed. Cassandra wiped his tears with her handkerchief. I'm sorry. She kissed his curly head. What's in this book? Sploosh! The prince turned into a frog. Into a great frog. Great green frog. With a bright blue belly. The Princess Cassandra scooped him up into a great giant hug. I love you, Froggy. I'm Froggy. And the princess and the frog lived happily ever after, as long as she remembered not to kiss his great green head. The end.